Hello, and welcome to our 10 at 10 for 10 training today. Appreciate all of you that are here in attendance. We welcome you, each and every one of you. And hey, sweetheart, can you stay close by? Thank you. So I want to just have a little chat with you here, and then we'll get some great training going here. Let's start with Lisa. Hello there, Lisa.
Hello there, Ace.
How are you?
I'm great, thank you. And you?
I'm doing fantastic. Got a question for you about most people. You ready to talk
Okay.
about most people? What's the
Sure.
most expensive possession most people hold on to?
Time.
That's the most expensive possession?
No, I don't know. What is it?
I mean, that was a good guess. I mean, made me think for a
Yeah.
moment. Time is definitely probably one of the most valuable. I
All
wouldn't say
right,
it's the
you're
most
right.
expensive, because expensive connotes the fact that maybe you're paying too much for it, right?
Right, right.
Well, anyway, not
Sorry.
time, but I would say fear.
Okay.
You think fear, a possession? Oh, absolutely. Lots of people are possessed by fear, you know? But I have someone I want to introduce you to. This here is Princess. Okay. Hello, Princess. Princess, hello to the world there. Princess here is fearless. Okay. She is fearless. You should see her go up against her father, Dominique, over a cracker. Dominique's 3 times her size. And she's like, no, it's going to be my cracker. Even she when I'm in bed, I'll have maybe a cracker or two just before going to bed, or I'll be watching TV or something. And she'll leap like Supergirl onto the bed, coming for that cracker, but I'll push her away. But nope, she persists. She knows that with enough persistence, she's going to get her way. She's never known anything but love her entire life. Less than a year old, she is the daughter of Dominique, the one featured in my picture, the Bitcoin Ace picture you see on my profile. And then the mother is Reina. So we have the three of them together. Anyway, this is Princess, and the reason why she's fearless is she's never known anything but love. That's what makes her fearless. Okay, I'm gonna have her go downstairs now, where we know she won't experience anything but love. All right. So, um, let's talk about the fear for a minute here. Okay. If you were part of our pre-show here, the whole thing was about fear. Okay. And addressing, I liked everything that was being said about fear. But I'm going to tell you the best remedy for fear is love. Okay. So if you're ever looking at your own life and you see some dark areas in your life that where you can see that there's no love, you know, don't be surprised because you're looking over there where there's no love. There's probably plenty of fear in place of that love. The funny thing is like light and dark, they don't go together. Fear and love, they don't go together. If you want to get rid of fear in any part of your life, put some love on it. Give it some attention, right? Fear is not something you want to possess. This it's something you want to cast out. Somehow, some way. It's too expensive, guys. In financial terms, it pretty much costs the majority of people at least $1 million over a lifetime, a minimum. I guarantee you. I don't care if you're in the poorest country where the opportunity, for a job is like $2 or $3 a day. Even it's costing them $1 million in a lifetime for sure, guaranteed that they possess fear. Okay, if you're in the U.S., I hate to say how big the number really is. What it's really costing people, because they possess fear instead. Is that making any sense, Lisa, to you?
Yes, it
That
is.
it is
A lot of
expensive,
sense.
very expensive to possess fear.
Yes,
If you got a crappy car, do you hang on to it or you get rid of it?
you get rid of it.
Why? Why do you get rid of it? Can't you just pile up all the crappy cars in your backyard and like it's just a? Is that what you
No,
do?
no,
No.
no. It's
It starts to
garbage.
bother you. It bothers you enough that
Yeah,
you want to get rid of it, right?
right.
Well, that's how we should look at fear, you know. So we're going to tie that into something else today. Okay, what's really holding back people in the world is they don't understand how important one activity can be. Okay, and that activity has to do with you know making any kind of thing happen. All right. So what could that possibly be? What is it that let's say Lisa, let's say I wanted to start my own church. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I want to start my own church, um, what do you think? Am I going to be able to do that completely all by myself?
No,
I mean,
most
am I
most
going to sit?
likely
Am
not.
I going to sit in front of the mirror and preach to myself? Right? What kind of
Right.
church would that be? How about how about if I wanted to? What if I wanted to open up a convenience store like a 7-Eleven? Am I going to be able to do that just me by myself alone?
Nope. Nope.
No.
Nope.
Okay, that's interesting. What if I'm really into football or something like that, or soccer or something like that? You
Good
know,
luck with that.
am I going to be able to go have some fun all by myself playing soccer
You wouldn't have very much fun.
or basketball even? How about that? Am I going to have
No,
much fun just out there by myself playing basketball?
no,
Okay. How about if I just go to the movies all by myself? How fun is that? Just go to the movies all the time all by yourself. How much fun is that going to be?
not very much fun.
Now, I'm one that actually is very comfortable going to the movies all by myself. That's me. But I'm going to tell you something. It's more fun when you got other people and you can enjoy their reaction as much as your own to
Sure.
whatever movie you're watching. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Right.
I have no problem going to a movie by myself. But it is more fun to have someone there. Okay.
Sure.
What does this all have to do with anything? Okay. Well, we team up with people all the time. We team up with people to have dinner, for goodness sake. Wouldn't you agree?
Yep.
Yeah. You know, life is not a solo act. So what's all this problem with, oh, I can't build a team? Where's that coming from, Lisa?
That's coming from fear.
From fear. You nailed it. All right. Do we have any challengers? Do we have anybody? We got, we're approaching 30 people here in this group. Is there anybody here to challenge me on this idea that that fear is something worth hanging on to, you know, and that the fear of building a team is a worthwhile thing? Is there anybody here that would like to say, yeah, it's just better that you don't have to do that? Whereas everything in life, it revolves around grouping people together for one reason or another. You know what I'm saying? Why is it a problem when you add a few dollars on it, right? When it's a business opportunity, why is that any different? Put me into a stadium full of tens of thousands of people. I'll ask all of them the same question. And I think logic will win the day and say that, you know what? Fear is too expensive. Team building is not as hard as sometimes we make it sound like it is. It's not so scary after all. Maybe all that is just in our head. That makes sense?
Yes, it does.
All right. I'm interested in some comments. So let me start with Steve. And then if you'd like to comment on this, I'd love to hear from you. Comment on the idea of fear, team building, the associations, the obstacles we run into when we talk to other people. Steve, starting with you.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on
I
the
was
subject?
I was having meeting with Lisa one time, and we go to the tiki bar like she likes, and or she goes into a or goes on a cruise or something like that, and she has no problem talking to any of those people because that's kind of her element. And I think that's the same way we should look at what you're saying is that if you see a group of people somewhere and you just kind of wander over there and you start getting involved with the conversation, then it's not as scary as you thought it was in the first place. So we just need to act like it's one of our normal everyday things to do and just let fear go away and go right to it.
You know what this reminds me of, Steve? Reminds me of a couple of brothers that I know, right? One brother says, you know, I got to find a way to talk to people I don't know because everybody I know wouldn't be interested in what we're doing here. Just start ringing a bell without mentioning any names.
Yeah.
Right. And then, I said, well, let's just talk about who you might know. You might have a mother. Do you have a mother? Says, oh yeah, I got a mother. Is she still alive? I can't remember what the answer was to that. Do you have any siblings? You got a brother? I said, oh yeah, I got a brother, but he would never ever be interested in this. That's for sure. That's what I remember him saying. You remember him saying that, Steve?
I do.
And what's this same person now saying he's most excited about right now? His brother has joined. His brother is thrilled to be a part of this. Like, wow,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
The last
I
person
know
you
who
thought
you're
would be
talking
interested.
about.
We know who you're talking about now.
Yes,
Secret,
we do.
to protect the innocent, But we love all of you guys. We want all of you to be successful. And when I put pool funding together, 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, that should be enough. You don't have to recruit the whole world, I'm not asking you guys to do what I did, okay? You just have to recruit some, 2, 3, 4. And then you have to give those people lots of love. Okay? Lots of love. And they'll turn you into a millionaire. So let me ask Erica a question. Let's pull Erica into the conversation. Hello there, Erica.
Hi, Ace. How are you?
It's good to hear your voice. I'm doing great. So if someone was giving you $250,000 every year for the rest of your life, would you treat them pretty good?
They'd be my best friend. I'd make dinner for them every night. I would take them on long walks on the beach.
What if there are 4 of them that would give you $250,000 every year?
We would be the happiest family. Our dinner table would be filled with joy.
That's what I'm talking about right there. That's how you got to look at these 4 people. You want to be a millionaire? You just need 4 in the $1,000 pool. And, you're going to want to treat these people like they matter. And you don't want to wait till they're paying you $250,000 a year before you treat them that way.
Yeah, that's for sure.
That's true.
Right? We should be
That's
treating
true.
these people that matter to us. We should be treating them that way anyway, even before they gave us a $250,000 a year. How about that? Right?
Exactly.
Love is the answer, isn't it? Right?
Yeah.
Instead of fear, love is better. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you, Erica.
Anytime.
Wow. Okay. So listen, guys, I'm going to share my screen now. We're going to take a look at something here. Share screen. Let's close this. Let's actually get totally closed. Quit that. Let's watch this video real quick here. See if I can get it to come up. Here we go.
Imagine a magic money button. Press it once a day and it showers you with more money than you could possibly spend. But wait, could this button be bought? Perhaps for $10,000? No, Maybe 1,000 then. Wrong again. This incredible money button can be yours for a mere $100. But there's a catch. It's not just about the cash, you have to bring 2 referrals our way. So, who's ready to hit the jackpot? This isn't just a game of chance, it's a revolution in wealth creation. Remember, the magic money button awaits. Don't just dream about wealth, make it your reality.
I'm going to share something, a truth with you guys here, okay? So, let's close that. I would like everybody, before they actually meet with an onboarder, okay, before they ever meet with someone on our onboarding team, and even long before they ever put money into a MetaMask wallet, before they do that, I would like them to get in front of that video, okay? It's only 35 seconds. And I want to basically find out if they're worthy of going into one of those 4 spots underneath any one of you, okay? Because if they watch that video and they go, I strongly object to the having to get 2 people, you know, anything, I don't want to do it, then the reaction should be, I'm so glad you told me that, because this ain't going to work for you then, okay? Bye now, okay? It's worth just letting those people go than to try to, you know, twist someone's arm and make them be a part of this. If they can't understand how powerful a magic money button is, that could bring them thousands, tens of thousands, potentially millions of dollars, and maybe it cost them $100 a PFB when they joined. Maybe they had to bring in 2 people right away when they joined. Maybe that might be the only contribution they ever do is $100 a PFB and the 2 friends, you know, under the $200 plan. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's all they do. And that would be enough, because they would get a lot of money just from that as it you know, cycles down the path. So if someone really objects to that, we have to actually address it right there before we take it any further, okay? If you want to save a lot of time, hit that one square in the nose when before we even get into onboarding or get deep into any process. You'll save me a lot of time, I know that, okay? If you'll actually check them there. That video, that video, by the way, is in the Telegram group. It's easy to find, okay? Magic button, something like that. That's the name of it. You can find it in the files resource area. So this is maybe something that you don't share with your friends and family, but you have what you call the funding guy or gal. Who was ever playing that role? They could put that in front of them, and then just see if you know, they watch that video and say, cool video, but is there any part of that video you didn't like? Right? And if they say, I didn't really like that, you got to bring 2 friends into this thing and say, we are a pool. A pool's not a pool without people. And we want to add people. Maybe we'll add you to the pool. But if you're going to come in the pool all by yourself, we're not interested in you. We're selective on who we bring into the pool. So you can go ahead and basically say you're not a fit right now for our pool by telling us that you're not willing to share and get a couple other people to come into the pool too with you. You can let us know that right now and we're done. We don't have to go any further with the conversation. Right? And that can be done by the person playing the role of the funding. If you look at the script on your account page, what you say, there's a job, and the job is the funding gal, the funding guy, okay? And their job is to identify a funding need and then also kind of qualify the person whether they are fit to be a part of what we're doing or not, before we take them to the next step where they're taking money out of their pocket and they're coming into pool funding, okay? It's better that we put people that are already signed up on the idea that they understand pool funding is about pool building the pool bigger, okay? And people that are not willing to do that, they just don't work out. Wouldn't you agree, Lisa? All the people, most of them that just really just want to hold on to that, they don't work out, right?
Absolutely right.
Even for a minute, you were afraid.
I was. I was
Your
totally
claim
full
to
of fear.
fame was like, oh, I'm part of the NFL. In fact,
No,
I'm
I
the
was,
president of it.
yep, I was the president. Yep, you're
Yeah.
right.
And what did I tell you?
You just opened my doors to different people to reach out to.
You know what I did? I'll tell you what I did. The honest truth is I showed you some love. Do you remember that moment?
Yes, I do.
I helped you
Well,
remember who you are, didn't I?
right, you did.
And look at what you are, you're blossoming, right?
Yep, and I'm very grateful.
Do you still feel like you're the president of the NFL club?
No, I'm the president of another club that I haven't figured out yet, but yeah, it's a better
Okay.
club.
Well, more friends club, right? More
Right,
friends.
there you go.
Yeah, the more the merrier club, right?
Right.
So why not be in a club where you can just make all the friends all around the world and have a good time and have plenty of money to enjoy their company? You know what I'm saying? Why not that?
Amen.
Why not have a spectacular all expense trip paid to the Philippines? Why not? Okay.
Why not?
All right. So there you go. Love overcomes fear. If you ever want to look at fear, give it love. Okay. Give it some love. Square up with it. And if you still feel the need to hold on to fear, that might just be your course for a minute. Some people have to really swim in those dark waters for a while before they figure out how dark they are. You can't force anybody to do anything. You try to influence, you try to show them some love, but not everybody is ready when you're putting something in front of them. And those that aren't ready shouldn't really be pushed all the way through the whole pathway of actually joining. Okay. We're better off not having them join if that's the case. Okay. So it's better for them, better for us if they don't. Okay. It's much better that we have a person we tell the truth to on the front side, and we keep telling the truth every day along the way. So they have no reason to feel any suspicion about what we're doing. Right? That's a better way to go. Wouldn't you agree?
I would.
Yeah.
Okay. So speaking of truth, which pays better, people or the pool?
People.
People.
People pay way better than the pool. Okay. And I want people to be, pretty loud about that right now. I want people to make a big, I want to make a big deal about that. Because if you take a look at when people join, okay, they got a motivation. They have a motivation to keep on paying every single day. Sometimes they're reaching and they're expanding the budget from $200 to maybe a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Some of them are reaching to their upline and asking for help, saying, hey, I've exhausted my budget. I don't have any more. I need a little help. Since my money's going to go right back to you anyway, can I borrow the $10 and then it obviously comes right back to you anyway until this thing starts to take off for me. Sure, that's love. I mean, how long would you, if you had to do that for 2 months until someone got grounded and later on that same person was giving you $250,000 a year, was it worth the 2 months long before, to help that person out for a while? Is it worth it?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yes, it is.
Come on, people. All right. It's a $200 plan because once you're qualified, your sponsor can cover you 100% all the time. They got nothing to lose except the opportunity, what they would have gained had you just paid on your own. But the pool, is going to be like a roller coaster ride until we get it like strong enough. We're getting there. The whole reason this training is to get us to be strong enough so the pool cycles faster. Okay. All right. So let me share my screen. We're going to wrap up the training today here. Take a look at something. Go take a look at the chart here. All right, let's refresh it. Okay. So we have $22,000 there. So right here it says 22,072. Right here it says 21,673. So it's basically 21,700 there. So that's about a spread of about $400. Now it says 20,800 there. You know what I'm saying? So that's like a $2,000 spread. So I don't know, someone just sold or something. I'm not sure. But anyway, I just want to take a measurement here. Let me do this. Let me go to my main fund here. Let's go into here. And let's connect that to here. All right. So we got let me see here. Let's go PFB. And let's go USDT here. So we'll do 100. So that's a 0.0047. 472525. Okay. So it's about 3.9% says there. 4725. $100. Refresh the chart again. 22,000 there. Go back to USDT. Yeah, still 22 there. Now we're up to 25 over here. Okay. Or maybe it's just going to adjust here. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to go off this number here. We'll say 22,093. Just remember that number. Let's go now to the guarantee. And what was I looking for again? It was 004725. 4725. Go to the guarantee. And all right, so I'll just swap PFB, just $100 worth, 0.004725 to USDT. See what happens. Swap anyway. Swap. So now we're making a sale here. We're selling some PFP. You guys, when you guys pay your, I've got some competition here. I gotta turn ask to mute. No, not that one. Mark. Okay. All right. Share my screen again. All right, so we ended up with about $96 instead of 100, first of all. Okay. But what'd that do to the price? So it was like 22,079, right? Now it's 21,245. So that's about an $800 drop in the price there, right? You tracking this with me, Lisa?
I sure am.
Okay. So you can see that the price didn't go down just $100. So I want you guys to be clear. When I'm selling, I'm not getting the full benefit of 30,000 coming all the way down to 19,000. That would look like I'm getting let's see, $10,000, right? I'm not collecting 10,000 when I go down here. I want that to be clear. Okay. But just to make it also clear, I did pay out lots of guarantees. I paid out more money yesterday in guarantees than we took in over the last couple of days. So if we go to, shoot, it's always in the way. Let's go to this page here. And let's just refresh it. All right. So okay, transactions. So by making $100 sell, I've got about 9 people I can pay off. Does that make sense? But the price went down $800. So that's the math
Yes.
we're working with so far, right?
Right.
All right, so then we kind of go here. Okay, not in the last few minutes there. Okay, guarantee nothing there. Guarantee nothing there. We got there's something interesting. See this right here? It's like our someone needs to need to cover their insurance. So let's go take care of that first. This ought to be interesting. Okay, we want to take care of that assurance. It's over here. Let's refresh this. So let's pay off the assurance here. Okay, it's going to come out of the guarantee wallet. Okay, so anytime you guys miss your payment, I have to come back around and I have to cover that. Otherwise, the other party's not showing up. And in your back office, it just says, from guarantee, and then it says on the other side, to assurance, waiting for me to do my job. And then once I do my job, it says from your name to my to the name of the person that got paid, whoever that is. Okay, could be your sponsor, could be someone in the pool. Okay, so we're just paying this off, $10 each. So we know we've got enough. We've got 96 in there. Now it's down to probably 66. Okay. A little peek in the back office, kind of what the administrative side of this looks like. And some of this manual stuff is just temporary. It's just, I've got to make sure everything works before I automate everything, I've made the mistake in the past of automating too soon and then wake up one day with an empty wallet. Like, what happened? Oh, the software screwed up and sent all your money away. Oh my God. So I don't want to repeat that. Been there, done that. I got the t-shirt. I'm not interested in a closet full of those shirts, that's for sure. All right. So back to the so right here, this was on like 8 a.m. here. So let's refresh that. Now we should show complete transactions, including those missed payments. Okay, there. This is in the way. Move that up there. Okay, go to the next page. And go to the next page. There it is. Boom, boom, boom. So it looks like the sponsor of Biz Coach Mike is Sandy Drew. And then Biz Coach Mike is the sponsor of the sub account 2 and 3. So that's, everybody got paid what they're expecting to get paid. Okay, it happened. Assurance pays off. Okay. All right. So let's looking for, there's a guarantee. There's 1, there's 2, there's a couple of guarantees paid out there. Okay. Couple more. We're still on the 26th here. Yeah, I don't have all day to sit there and pay guarantees, guys. I pay them in between appointments. Okay, here we go. We got 1, 2, 3 more. So that's 5 so far, right? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a total of 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 more. Still on the 26th, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Each one of those is $10. That's 9. 10, 11, 12, 13. Here's some more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, still on the 26th. Another couple more. Anyway, it's probably closer to 60, closer to $600 today. Paid out in guarantees. That money came from the market. Okay. So it is important for us to push that price up so that I can sell it back down, gathering the money for the guarantee. keep up with the insurance payments, also keep up with, helping out the pool, because we got to get that pool size smaller, right? We can all agree on that. So what I'm asking for is 10. We need to have 10 people joining every day. Now, if I've got 10 of you superstars and your job is somehow be responsible for one per day, even if it's not your own personal sign up, but it's someone on your team, they might be 2, 3, 4 layers down, but there you can claim it. It's your part of your team. John, 3 levels down from me, he signed up Julie, and I'm claiming that as mine because I'm the leader and I helped out making that deal happen. I was the funding guy that they called on, so I helped make that deal happen, because I talked to them for 3 minutes and I found out that they had a funding need, and I found out that they're okay with bringing in at least 2 people, and they're good with that, so I deserve the credit for that one down there, because I want to go to the Philippines. Okay. So that's how it's going to go. Well, if we have 10 of you like that are really solid, making that happen every single day, you just get one, either yourself or from someone on your team every day. That will push up the price, by $1,000, which, if $100 can make the price fall $800, $1,000 push every day, what do you think that's going to do to the price? Okay. Doesn't it seem like it'd go up at least $10,000, maybe $15,000 every day? Then I can sell it back down. You guys push it back up. I can sell it back down. We'll push it back up. Doesn't that feel like a pumping action? Do you get the feeling? It's a pump, right? Eric,
Right.
does that feel like a pump to you, Eric? You feel it? So that's what we're doing. So yeah, very important that we make this what we're doing in this training. We want you guys to get strong enough that 10 of you for sure can make this happen. Bring in 10 a day, every day. That will make the pool move more smoothly. Any complaints that people are having about pool funding right now is that the pool's moving slow. Well, without new people coming in, and they put 3 days of payments into the pool, right? A new person plus plus their sub accounts, that's $90. It's going to come into the pool before they start paying themselves, right? Before they start getting the sub accounts, start paying them directly, or they start paying their sponsor or whatever. So that's $90 that can help the pool out, okay, and help make the rotation pool, complete that cycle. The ideal situation is to complete a full cycle in 20 hours. We're days away from that right now. Okay. It's not anywhere close to 20 hours right now. And we don't have to be afraid of that. What do we do with fear? We put love on it, right? Me coming out here training you guys, this is an action of love. Okay. So that's what we're doing. Anywhere you find a dark corner where there's maybe where there's fear, put some love on it. That's how you fix it. Okay.
Love
So-
only begets more love.
You like that?
Yep.
All right. Hey, Hunter. Good to hear from you, buddy. And Hunter is a
Good to hear from you too.
What's that?
Good to hear from you too.
Yeah. So yeah, this is working, and we wanted to move faster. And so, Hunter, I kind of want you to be here in the Philippines with me next year. Yeah, I believe
Oh,
in you.
I definitely want that too.
Okay, good. Bring a girlfriend if you want to. If you want to, you can bring one with you, or not. So you'll have
We'll
that
see.
option. We'll see how it goes, right? Anyway, so that's what I want to show you. I want to show you something else too. Share my screen. All right, so over here we have the pool. Okay. So right now, the last person to come into the pool was Floyd's wife. Okay, so this is the sub account here of Ray T. So Floyd's wife, Floyd's kids, that's the sub account of Ray T. Okay, that's the last person to come in. When I paid these guys here, I mean, that was me paying off the insurance payments. That's why they showed up here. These are new orders. They got to be paid off. So, you know, I mean, that assurance is awesome. You know, not only does it get paid off, but then it creates a new order for that to be paid off too. So the idea is you want to redo, and there you are, Hunter. Okay. You recently made a payment here. Okay. So if we go to the front of this list here, okay, the very next person to get paid out, Lisa, is your daughters. You know, so your two sub accounts with your daughter names on it. That's who's next. Then after that is
Super.
Marty. Okay, that's what's coming next. So that's the pool, guys. That is the pool. You know, and we want this to be revolving and moving much faster than it already is, and that's why we're doing this training. Okay, this is how we solve the concern that people have, is by organizing an effort, bring the strongest among us together to work with an expert like myself to actually organize an effort to address the very concern that people have. And that is make that pool move a little faster. If the pool's not moving, we don't have much of a pump. They're all kind of interconnected. We need everything up, you know, moving, right? There's a whole motion and rhythm to this. Okay. It's like a machine. And we want that machine to pull trillions of dollars out of the market and put it into your hands. That's what we want this machine to do. And we want it to be a machine that the whole world will see like, that's a great idea. Okay. Because the only way other people are getting anything out of that market is they're somehow good enough at trading to justify pulling money out of the market. You know what I'm saying? Because most people, when they put something in there, they don't have a sense of satisfaction unless that somehow gets bigger, you know? And all that does is leave more money up in the market, and it never comes raining back down into the economy, you know?
Right.
Most of the traders do it as a sideline, and they don't even expect to use it as like any kind of money that they'd live on. And that's the problem. Most people that are any good at trading and have the skill, oh my God, I've tried to be a trader for over 30 years, and I still feel like, you know, an idiot, okay? Because it's just, I mean, some days I think I'm really great, but all you have to do is have one crash landing and you're like, oh, you recognize just how stupid you are when it comes to trading. And so that's me, okay? So I have respect for anybody who's really good at trading where they actually could somehow live off of that. But most people, you know, if you gave them a lifetime to figure it out, you know, they have a better chance of, you know, spending a lifetime getting a hole in one on the golf course. That little tiny ball in that little tiny hole. It does happen. But some people can spend their whole life trying to make it happen and not even have it happen even one time in their whole life, even if they spend every day on the golf course. Okay? Not easy. So that money is stuck up there. Unless we get our pump working really well, where it's just gigantic enough where we change the world with it. Okay. Now the final thing here is let's talk about the exponential power. Okay. So let me call on Steve on this one. Steve. Okay. You there, buddy? Steve Thompson. Got a couple Steves here.
I'm here.
Okay, there you go. Okay, Steve. So I'm picking on Steve a little bit today because, you know, he's partially won the trip, by the way. There's a few of you that are already here listening to my voice right now. You've already partially won the trip, okay? When it comes down to how this is going to shake out, some of you already have scored points with me, okay? And it's going to show up, okay? This is how many points you already have, you know? It's going to be part of the website, too. Anyway, so Steve, if you want to sign up 10 people, and then each of those 10 people sign up 10 people, so if 10 people signing up 10 people, that'd be generation one. How many generations before you've signed up the whole world? Every single human being on the planet. 10 who get 10 who get 10. How many times can you do that? How many generations? 10 who get
100?
10. Okay, your guess is 100.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do the math. Let's say you're the beginning, okay?
Yeah.
And Steve, you sign up 10 people.
Right,
We'll call that generation 1. So 10 is 1, okay?
okay,
So I want you to count with me. If 10 is 1, then 100 is,
2,
and 1,000 would be
uh,
3.
3,
Keep up. 10,000 would be
4,
100,000,
5,
a million,
6,
10 million,
7,
100 million,
8,
a billion,
9,
10 billion.
10.
Are there 10 billion people on the planet?
Yes.
No. It's like
Oh, how many?
8.2
yeah.
8.2 billion, according
Yeah,
to
that's right.
somebody who's counted them. Okay.
Yeah. Who
If that's
counted
even
them?
true, who knows? But
Yeah,
that's what we're told. 8.2 billion today. And if one person gets 10 and those each get 10 and those each get 10, in just 10 generations, that's the whole planet, everyone. Okay.
wow.
Now, the cool thing about pool funding is that we don't have to entirely depend on people. We can build sub accounts. So you could get a sub account and you get a sub account, and technically, a person, if they wanted to have 3 sponsors, they could just sign up with I'm going to sign up with you, Steve, and and I'm also going to sign up under below Monica. There's nothing stopping you from doing it. You just set up a wallet address in your wallet and use their link to sign up, and it can be done. This thing could recycle forever. With we could have a trillion different accounts, because that's when this thing evolves to that point. There's no such thing as saturation in infinity. Okay, there's no such thing. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. We're a long ways away from that situation. Okay. So that's 10. But I'm talking 2. I'm talking 3. I'm talking 4. You were thinking it would take 100 for 10 to get there. What about 2? Any ideas how long it takes 2 to get to everyone on the planet?
That'd be 20.
All right, well, let's take a look. All right, your guesses are not so good. All right, I got another one here. Let's see, where's that? There it is. All right, so let's make this a little bigger here. So we got generations here. So if we start with 2, right? Basically the U is first position there, right? And
Right.
then and then 2 would be the second position, and 3 is the third generation's 4, right? Right now
Right.
we're right here between the 10th and the 11th generation of this thing. Right now, our current like 900 people in this thing, we're between 500 to 1,000. So we're between 10 and 11 generations. So if we go to the very bottom here, it's only 34 generations to everyone. Okay.
Uh-huh.
There's, that number is bigger than the world population right there. Okay. So that's
Yeah.
34 generations deep. That's 2 people. 2, 4, 8. Okay. Let's look at 3 people. 3 people. Okay. If we get down to the 22nd generation, that's the whole planet. 4 people. It's only 18 generations, guys. The whole planet.
I was close.
Yeah. That's 4 right there. And guys, that's what we should be shooting for. Everybody should be in this column. We should actually be operating pool funding from this column right here. Okay. Because you get 4 accounts for, fill them up. There's 4 spots there for referrals. Fill them up. Okay. That geometric growth, that exponential growth is, what's going to keep us spiking that price up there. Keep on pumping, the price up so that we can sell it down, so that we can take money out of the market and put it into our pool in the form of guarantee payments. That's how this all works. Okay.
Yeah.
Most of the money is going to come from the market. It's not going to come from the people. That's why you could probably get in this thing with a $200 budget, and with enough love coming from you and your sponsor and that relationship, you should be able to just be fine on $200 and make this work long term. Okay. I mean, don't bother your sponsor if you can manage to do $300 out of your own pocket or $400 out of your own pocket. If that's, if you get in that situation, you need that much of a budget to keep on sticking with it. Don't bother your sponsor, if you're able to carry yourself. But if you're in a sticky situation, go to your sponsor, because your sponsor is going to end up getting $250,000 a year from you for the rest of their life, and probably yours too. And it's going to be worth it in the end. Okay. I hope I've rounded everything off for you guys today. I hope you guys are seeing a much bigger picture. I hope it gets more crystal clear that fear is not our friend. Love is. That the way forward is to build teams, because everything's about team building. Everything. Why would we not want that to be applied to our personal finance? Of course, we want team building to be part of our personal finance, because without a team supporting you, then good luck out there. Because 5 years from now, you're not going to be competing against me. It'll be the robot you're competing against. Okay. I don't care if you're an Uber driver. I don't care if you're sitting behind a desk right now doing some sort of processing. I don't care if you're, some sort of an engineer. I don't care if you're some sort of a doctor, lawyer. You're going to be up against AI and the robots. Okay. Let's face it. There's no way to stop it from happening. So we might as well find a better way for money to come into the lives of each individual without them depending on their sweat, blood, and tears in a job. Because the whole idea of a job is already an antiquated idea. It's already done. Done. We better figure out a better way. So that's my final thought for you today. Hope you guys enjoyed today's training. And I hope you guys will encourage other people to be here, because even if you don't think you're one of the 10, I want you to try. Come in here and try to be one of the 10. And you might still end up coming to the Philippines, even if you're not the top 10. You still could come to the Philippines if you just get enough points. And if you come to enough training, you'll probably get trained. Think about that. Doesn't training lead to being trained? If you're teachable, we can get you there. To me, I try to make this as painless as possible, right? I'm not here to hurt anyone's feelings. If anything, I'm here to make you feel good about yourself. Right, Lisa?
Right.
That works great, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, good. Well, I hope more of you come tomorrow, and let's keep marching forward and let's make this happen. I'm going to go ahead and end the recording now.